Okay, kids, I'm going to show you how I use YouTube to download and then slow down something for transcribing, or you want to learn something musically, right? Um, so I'm going to show you the tools. What you're looking at there is, I know you can't read them, but anyway, that's an old iPad. That was the third generation iPad. They called it the new one, the new iPad at the time. YouTube, let's say, you're going to want to learn something from YouTube. So there's a couple of applications you need, but I'll show you those as we go. So let's say, and we're going to actually in real time, you'll see how long this old iPad takes to load up these applications. So I'm going to my YouTube. When you launch YouTube, it goes to your YouTube channel, It doesn't go to your channel, actually. It goes to, actually it doesn't, does it? But there's some things I saw, but that's me, that purple icon up there. That's my YouTube channel. You don't have to be in your YouTube channel. So I recommend that every musician probably should have a YouTube channel, just because that way everything you watch on YouTube will be in your history. Because when you need a Gmail address to make a YouTube account, but that's all you need it for. Probably a couple confirmation emails, and that's it. And YouTube will always log you in to your account whenever you start it up. In other words, it will keep you logged in unless you actually go and log out, which is rare. You should just stay logged in to YouTube, which you don't have to do anything to do. But if you don't create a YouTube account, then you will have no history. You'll just randomly use YouTube, and you'll have to find everything every time you want. So I have a YouTube account, so I have a history. And to see your history, you're in your account, so you have these icons at the bottom, and you see that library there. Some of your history will come up kind of in there, I think. I don't know, stuff you're looking at, whatever. Anyway, you go click on library, and then it will take you to, see up there, history. And there's my videos, of course. There's my playlist I've created. But anyway, that's another lesson another time. So there you can see videos I've been most recently, and they're in order of most recent watching. And if you watch one of these again from the history, if you click one of these, it will jump to the top. But you can see your whole history there. But let's say I was just watching this video here, Little Charlie and Anson, Redwood City, 6 minutes and 10 seconds. You better watch out. Some of these things are whole concerts that are like an hour long. So if you're going to download one of those, be prepared. But let's just say we're talking about one song or something, and you want to learn some licks from it, or you want to try to do whatever it is you need to do to it. So you launch, let's say this song. Let's say we want to learn a bunch of licks from Anson and Little Charlie. So launch your song. As you can see, and here it starts playing. You can leave it playing, but since I'm going to talk, let's stop it from playing. Now go here to share, like you're going to share it. And right there you see it says copy link, and there's an icon. You can't really see it in this camera, but it's gray with a couple of square pieces of paper in it. Anyway, you just copy the link, you click that, and you'll see down here at the bottom, see it says copied. So now we really don't need YouTube anymore. So we're going to go back. Now you need to go download this application. And the old app, that's it here. I keep it up front here, called Files app, and it's green and it has that downward arrow. That's the old one. The new one is and this one is called Files HD. I don't know what the HD is for. I think it has something to do with download, or maybe it's, I don't know. But anyway, the new one is just called Files. Like if I look here in my iPhone, I'm pretty sure it's just called Files, but it still has that green and a downward arrow. And so that, though, when you launch it, watch this, it looks just like a web browser. It sort of looks like Safari, you see. Wait a minute. See, it's going to the last link I was at. See, it looks like Safari up there. See that? See that? And what I have, and see that has a little bookmark for your bookmarks, so you can add a bookmark. It's kind of like Safari. It has these things at the bottom: browser, downloads, files, settings. You don't need to do any of that, but what I have in my bookmarks is I have listen to youtube.com, download YouTube, MP3 converter, YouTube to MP3, because what I'm interested in doing is remember I copied that link. So I want to go to one of these sites that will convert that YouTube video into an MP3 file. You could probably use other files, but anyway, MP3. So I've got several of those sites in there because sometimes one of them doesn't work or something. Now, if this is something fresh and copyrighted, you might not be allowed to download it, but you can always try. And don't be discouraged. Try another one. Try another site. Some of them don't work sometimes. But let's say this one, and some of them leaves you on another page, so you have to go back to the first page, whatever. So there you go. You go in here, you copy, you paste your link in there. There's, you see the YouTube link I just copied a minute ago. And you select which one you want. I think this is already on MP3, but I'm going to click MP3. And then, where's the starter button? There it is. See the start? This one may not work. We'll find out. So you push start. And you can see the blue line up there, it's loading. And we'll see what it does. Usually you get some signal. There you go. Please wait while I try to convert. And you can see processing. And there you go. It's still spinning. Now it wants to know which one you want. And I don't really care about that. I think you have to click one. I don't often use this site. I use one that just goes straight to it and then it says download. The download part can be a little tricky and I'll show you why. So what I'm going to do, instead of tapping one of those or tapping download, I'm going to hold my finger on it so the little menu comes up. Sort of like right-clicking on a computer and it'll say, "Oop, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally touched it." Let's see what happened. There you go, download. But watch. If I see, that download will come on, but if I click that one, all right, well, see, that's how you know it's what you want. Sometimes what I meant to do was hold my finger on it, you know, and then a little menu will pop up and it will say download file as. And when you click that, before you do it, see, it hasn't downloaded yet, but you see that where it says MP3? It's got, that's the long title, and then it says MP3. Then you know it's what you want. Sometimes it will say that's the file type, in other words. Sometimes it will say something else, and then if that's not what you want, then that means you didn't click the download link right. And sometimes you don't click it, but you hold your finger on it, and then you select download file as, and then this window will come up, and you make sure it says MP3. If it doesn't, you click cancel and go back and try again. That's all. You don't have to download again. You don't have to maybe convert again. Anyway, so now you click save. And now you can go ahead and go over here to where it says files, you see. And you can see it up there. And if it's already done. And if it wasn't, it would have that blue line under it going like that. You know, you can download things that are an hour and a half long. It will take a while. You'll see that line. So now what you do, so that's what you need this application for. And like I said, the old one is called Files HD. And it has that, that green arrow, that green background with the white arrow. I think the newest one, like for the iPhone or whatnot, is just called Files. Or maybe Files Down. I'll check that right at the end. Anyway, so now you need one more application, and this is the one you actually use for music, your music stuff, which a lot of people should have one of these, probably do. And I'll show you the one I use. But what you do is, so you need this application, and the one I have, I keep it right up front. I'll show you. You see that down there, that blue, where's my finger? There it is. See that ASD? Amazing, it says there. I keep mine right there because I use it so much. It's called Amazing Slowdowner. And I'll show you. But going back here, because I want to stay in line. Now, so you have this. See, remember I went to Files over here. Remember, downloads is where it was downloading. A browser is what I use to go to the site to do the converting and paste in the link. And then downloads where you can watch it download. But you go over to Files. Or download will just be a list. You can keep that history of your downloads if you want. But you go over here to Files and you see that I. And you tap that. And now down here, you see Open In. So you click that, Open In. And see, apps will come up. You can open this MP3 file in. Now I have, you can move these around if you hold down those icons and slide them, you can move them around. So I have, you see there, my ASD, Amazing Slowdowner. I moved it way over here because I use it all the time. And what you will see is when you open in an app, it actually copies it to that app. So I'm going to click open in Amazing Slowdowner. Now it will go away like that. And actually, that wasn't supposed to happen. I think I didn't hit it right. I made the window, I swiped or something like that. Well, look at that. Great video I just made, Ted. Oh, I want to go to Files. There we go. I don't know what's happening. I'm touching all the wrong stuff. Here's where we were. All right, I want to go there, and I want to go down here. I want to click Open In, and I'm going to click Amazing Slowdown. Now this is what will happen. See, that page this will come up, right? It automatically will launch Amazing Slowdown, and it will say the imported file is available in the Other Songs inbox. Okay, you can see other songs up there, and inside there's an inbox. So I'll click Other Songs. There's the inbox, and it will be right at the top. You can see Little Charlie and Anson Funderburg. Now here's how you use that app. But what I usually do is I'll show you, and I'll come back to this. What I usually do is I keep mine clean. So I go back up here, I hit this arrow. Remember that was Files. Or that was open in when I click the I. So I click the arrow, I go back there. Now I'm back in Files. You see Files there. And I say Edit over here, way over here, the Edit in the corner. I say Edit. Now I select my file by clicking the little dot thing there. And I actually click the garbage can and I get rid of it. And I delete it. And then I go back to my downloads one. You see the downloads there. And I go over here and I clear my downloads. Clear, yes, clear. And then I go back to my browser and I'm all set for another one later on. There you go. And again, if this doesn't work, if this particular MP3 converter site doesn't work, I have other ones. You can find them on the web and pick your favorite, but you'll find which ones work good and are most reliable. So back to here. We don't need YouTube. Now back to here. So there's the song, okay? As you can see, I've got a lot of songs, and there's songs in other places. You can import songs. I'm not going to go all into it, but I just wanted to show you how to get one off YouTube. So now I have that. Now you see, I click the song, and now Amazing Slowdowner opens up to the actual program. Now, you can see there's a loop, so I immediately touch that because that's what makes this light up with the little disc. That will save your loops. So I'm going to go, I do this all the time immediately, and I just go all. You can name it whatever you want, whole song, whatever. Now that's the whole song. Now you click play. Okay. Now let's see, I want to, now watch. Here we go, go. So that was my in point. Here's my out point. Now it will just repeat that back and forth, you see? All right. Now I click that and I want to say first 2 bars, whatever, or intro, whatever. Intro lick, whatever. You really don't have to do it all, but if you want, you can make a bunch. Store the loop and say done. Now you can change this loop. See, there's the start. You can go to the beginning. You can make it go to the end. You have to go back to your loop now. Automatically go back. You can go half the time. You can make it go twice as long when you want to get a little more. But here's the main thing. Make you go back to the beginning. There you go. Slow it down. You could drop your tuning or up your tuning if they were tuned down, and make it go longer. So it also has settings down here. So what you want to do is go into equalizer, adjustable, And there you can set your EQ so you can hear the instrument that you want to hear. And as you can see, I have it mostly set up. It depends on the recording, but 1K is really where a lot of guitar is. It got some high end in there, whatever. So this is, set up just for me to hear that. So there you go. So now I can go back and click. There's my songs. My music. I have other stuff. If I want to import something from my Apple Music player, I do that here. That's why this stuff shows up here. When you open in from another app, it goes into this other songs in the inbox. And you can make playlists, and you can make as many loops as you want for one song. And that's how you do it. Okay, the one last thing I want to do, and I don't know if I can do it while the phone is running here. I want to see if, or while I'm videotaping, I probably can't. Before I turned it off, it is just called this app here, which on the old one is Files HD. It looks just like that. It's green. So if you go to the App Store or Google Play or wherever they do the apps, this app should be free, I think. It might cost a couple dollars for a certain version. I don't think so. But anyway, it's green with a down arrow, and it's just called Files App now instead of Files HD. And it says app. It says Files App. And it's sort of a web browser downloader. But the other one you need, and does cost money, there may be a free light version which will only let you make so many loops or something like that. That's Amazing Slowdowner. There's lots of programs like that, but I've used this one for ever since, I don't know. I used it on my computer before they had it on these mobile devices. Let's put it that way. So that's it. That's how you do it.